Hi, it's Joy by Zen. I am coming to you on January 19th, Friday, January 19th. Anyway, it's been a great week. I have had a birthday, so I'm now 56. I'm a year older than my last video. Also, I had a real good week. I spent my weekend with my college girls, soulmate friends in Pescashan, and we had a lovely, lovely time. And I kept telling them all weekend, I haven't felt this good in years, and I really feel good. So that was really exciting. So let's see. Okay, I was supposed to have my post-op last Friday, but it got backed up because there was some kind of scheduling conflict. So I saw Dr. Estes, my oncologist, gynecologist / surgeon, on Wednesday of this week. And he said I was good to go. He said I was good to be a normal person again. So it was actually 5 weeks after surgery, and I had to double check and make sure. I'm like, are you sure? Do I have to clean the house? Do I have to walk the dogs? I can do all that? Oh, I don't know if I really want to do all that again. So anyway, I was excited though to get back to normal. So if you see me out and about walking the dogs and exercising and doing all that kind of stuff, it's because I can. Anyway, I'm real excited about that. He also told me that, the pathology from the tumor that they took out of my ovaries, of course, it was the size of a cantaloupe. But he says that the pathology was just as expected. I have a very common ovarian cancer, and being that it's common, it responds well to chemo, which is showed that I respond well to chemo, which is great. So there were no surprises, and he was actually as normal can be with having ovarian cancer. So that was good that they didn't see any kind of BRCA gene, or they did a lot of genetic testing. They didn't see that I have the genetics to, I've already been tested for the BRCA gene, but I don't have it. And he tested it again in the tumor just to double check. So the pathology came out just as he had expected it to come out. So this is all good news. And of course, my last blood work, that was the week before, I was down to a 17. My cancer antigen number, remember, normal is 0 to 35, and I was 17. So I was right mid-range normal, which is awesome. So all of this is very, very good news. I do start chemo on Monday. Now, remember, he had me sandwiched in. He wanted to do chemo, do surgery, and then do 3 rounds of chemo. And the reason why he's doing chemo after surgery is just in case there was something microscopic that he could not see or get out during the surgery. And he wants to double check and see, to make sure that anything microscopic that was in me gets killed. So I'll be doing 3 rounds of chemo. And I start on Monday, and so Monday I'll be getting my 7.5 to 8 hours of chemo, and so I'm back to that, and then the next chemo will be like February 12th, and the guy that I'm going to have to meet, because Kobehi, my chemo oncologist, will be out of town, is going to be the same guy that in the hospital, Dr. Shao, who basically said he was 120% sure I had ovarian cancer, and that if I had cancer in my abdomen, it was going to be a really big deal. He's the guy, Dr. Doom and Gloom is what my mom and I called him. well, he's the one I'm going to have to meet because Kobe, he's going to be out of town for my second round of chemo. So, well, it's actually going to be, let's see, this can be my 7th chemo, my 8th round of chemo. I'm going to have to meet Dr. Shao. So, my mom and I are going to give him a shot and see how his bedside manner is, for this. So anyway, so that's what's going on with me cancer-wise. Like I said, I went out of town with my girlfriends, and we had a wonderful time, and I felt really good. That's been great as well. And, just, typical life going on. I mentioned a little bit that Greg was looking for another job. They didn't renew his contract at Nunez. Don't even get me started talking about Nunez. And all the crazy stuff that's happened in there. And, if I ever see any of those people in a grocery store, I might unleash on them. But anyhow, so we are ramping up our tutoring business. So if we're ramping up our tutoring business because all the colleges around here, they don't seem to be hiring right now. They seem to be waiting until August. So Greg and I are ramping up the business. And if you know anybody that needs math tutoring, or ACT tutoring, or any kind of test, whether it be the high set or the praxis or any kind of test, GMAT, GRE, any of that kind of stuff, we are tutoring. And Greg is math, and he does an excellent job tutoring for the ACT. So he's had really, really good responses, and and we tutor one-on-one or online. So you don't have to live here in order to get tutored by Greg. So if you want online tutoring, you're more than welcome. But anyway, and I am tutoring online while I'm doing chemo. Anybody who needs English help out there, if you know anybody who needs help in English, I can tutor them online. I'm not really getting face-to-face with kids right now because of being on chemo. My immune system will be lowered. So anyway, we are ramping up, and we've got a full schedule of tutoring, which is great. But we could use more. We have slots open. And then after ACT kids take the ACT in February, we'll have even more slots open. So it's kind of a revolving door. But if you need help, or if you know anybody, even if they're in elementary school we could tutor. I mean, we got it. So between Greg and I, we pretty much handle anything except the sciences. So I'm certified social studies in English, and he's certified English and math. And some of the lower grade sciences we can handle, but, as far as like chemistry and all that kind of stuff, we're going to have to, no foreign languages unless, we get a foreign language teacher working with us. But, so English, math, some sciences from elementary to college, we can tutor. I don't mean to make this a commercial, but this is what we're doing right now until August, until maybe he finds another job at a different university or community college. So, it's just politics, y'all. That's all that's going on there. Really cold-hearted politics, where the people who work there put themselves first and their own personal agenda in front of the students and the students' needs and the students' learning. And so that's all I'm going to say to that. But, it's a shame that colleges are being run like businesses nowadays, or schools, education in general, being run like a business. I have a lot of issues with education nowadays. But anyway, not that anybody cares. But anyway, I'm sad to see that they let a great teacher go. personality conflicts. People don't like the way you part your hair or whatever. Anyway, so we are ramping up the business. So if you know anybody who needs help with any of the tests or anything, just let us know, and we will help them and fit them to the schedule, and put their learning first. Put the education first. That's what we're gonna do. So anyway, we're doing fine. And what else is going on besides my birthday? I had my birthday, and it was a really cold day. And my doctor did tell me I would go on a maintenance schedule after chemo, my 3 rounds of chemo. And it will basically be a 30-minute infusion every 3 weeks for pretty much for the rest of my life. Because he said you'll be doing this until you have cancer again, if you have cancer again, to get tired of it, or if you have side effects, that's what you're going to be doing. So I will be put on a maintenance. I think it's Avastin, if I'm not mistaken, and I've been on Avastin already. So anyway, so I'm going to have a 30-minute infusion every 3 weeks from here on out. So I'm trying to wrap my brain around that. But if it keeps me from having ovarian cancer again, I'm all about it. But anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on the latest news and the chemo and starting chemo and the post-op and the maintenance. Like I said, I'll deal with the maintenance as I get to it. But as of now, I think it's Avastin, but I'll let you know more about that. I'm doing really well. We'll be losing my hair again. By the way, my hair is really, really black. But anyway, be losing my hair again. So, when you see me, I will have less hair than I have now. Anyway, I'm keeping people in my prayers. Just a lot of people out there, grieving losses that are in my life and in my my circle. And, a lot of people having job stresses, kind of like we're going through right now. And just, a lot of people out there hurting. And, I'm out here praying. So if you have a prayer request and you need me to pray for somebody, just let me know and I'll pray. And if you keep me in your prayers, I'd appreciate it. And anyway, I just thank you guys so much for all the love and support y'all have given me through this journey. And I will talk with y'all later. Bye.